I'm just being real. You waiting, bruh. And one of the things you have to realize in this earth, if you're gonna make it, you gotta be demanding.
Some of you all, you're a little passionate, you're excited about it, you made the investment, you got the means, but are you desperate?
A lot of people, they don't like to serve because they want the stage. I said, but service is the currency to elevation. You find you some people to serve, you find you a place to serve, and through that, God elevates you.
We came a long way, that's what the song say. And I can do all things, I can do all things, yeah, I can do all things, yeah.
When you get out, just come across the street and I'll meet you there.
Great, man.
Nice to meet you.
Man,
Yes,
I've been loading you up.
Oh
Always,
yeah,
man.
I love it. I
Yes,
love
sir.
it. Glad you're with us, brother.
Yeah,
It's
man.
gonna be good. Look, y'all, we here, man. You know, State Farm Arena. Welcome to another episode of Next Level Living, a day in the life of a motivational speaker. Y'all know we partnering now with ET, Dr. Eric Thomas and his team. We've come together and we're doing a joint collaboration. We're doing this event called the 7-Figure Speaker Conference here at the State Farm Arena. Man, we're bringing in top people that show you what it takes to get in the NFL, the NBA, corporate, Fortune 500 companies. We about to bring in the experts that took us to another level and give it to the people that signed up, man. Stay tuned, this is gonna be a dope episode. Let's get it. What's up, man? How you feeling, Roy? Oh yeah, what's up? Appreciate you, man. More than you know. You meet my man David Mendoza. He transforms all our events. So he the AV, the screen, the lights, everything. Yeah.
And they gonna look good on stage.
Oh, bruh, it's going down.
But you waiting.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. You waiting, bruh. And one of the things you have to realize in this earth, if you're gonna make it, you gotta be demanding. Whether you're naturally demanding or not, ain't nobody about to give it to you. You got to come take it. Mike Still's outselling them. If Mike ain't done an album like that, don't stop till you get up. Like that wasn't 2022, right? And so I played that for you because when you go home, I want you to study Mike.
So this is a side room, so if you want to chill, relax, anywhere in here, this is where we're going to have lunch as well. And so we'll get this stuff cleared out. So when you get done speaking, maybe during the huddle, if you want to do your interview, this where we'll do it. And you'll be here throughout the day?
Yeah.
Okay, so that at any point. Yeah.
I've been doing it for 16 years, right? I've worked with some of the biggest companies in the world. Never went to a person and said, hey man, can you hire me? Right, can you give me the opportunity? Never did it, right? Never went into a room and said, hey man, can you give me the opportunity? I've never did it. I've always been of the mindset that you have to steward the opportunities you have, and when you steward the opportunities you have, it's not only gonna bless you with opportunities, it's gonna open the door for the next gentleman that's coming behind you. I just told the month in the back, I said, man, a lot of people, they don't like to serve because they want the stage. I said, but service is the currency to elevation. You find you some people to serve, you find you a place to serve, and through that, God elevates you. Yeah. Service is the currency to elevation.
Change the world. We want to be responsible for training up the next generation of speakers, right? And so we decided to create the Next Level Speakers Academy 2.0 and do it together.
The money gonna come, I promise you. I'm not even tripping on that. The money's gonna come. But I want something on the inside of you to really take you to the next level. And that's, for some of you, like that's gonna be the biggest takeaway. Some of you, you're already doing great things in business, but if you can get to a point where you're doing great things in your home, write that down. Your pain will be someone else's gain. Right? If you care about people. Listen to me. Shannon, if I go around the corner and it's a bunch of robbers that's gonna rob you, bro, I'ma tell you, don't go around that corner because they gonna rob you. So sometimes when I'm going into these places, I'm sharing a message of preventative. I'm telling these young kings and queens, don't do what I did. Don't think you can just kick it and have a good time and catch up at the last minute and go from 3 different schools to the 9th grade, continue to fail it, and don't do that.
Like, it's preventative sometimes, but you gotta be desperate. You gotta say, man, what does it take for me to go all in? And some of you all, you're a little passionate, you're excited about it, you made the investment, you got the means, but are you desperate? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to stand on stage and bare your soul?
Man, ministry, you know what I'm saying? This conference has been something special, man, and just took the stage and spoke and really shared my heart, man, and it really connected with the people. Now we broke up into sections. They doing huddles, because what we didn't want, like a lot of conferences, when people are getting a whole bunch of information, you have a hard time processing it. So what we did at our event is we have this thing called the Huddles, where they can break into smaller groups and they can kind of reprocess, re-talk about, you know what I'm saying, what they just learned and experienced, so that they can really apply it. So we want to make sure they don't just hear it, but that it really sticks and registers with them. So they're in Huddles, then we're gonna break for lunch.
I picked that song because I want that to be the mindset that you're in. Can you say, all I do is win? All I do is win. Chest, say, I am a seven-figure speaker. A seven-figure speaker.
Man, y'all, day one complete of the seven-figure speaker con here in Atlanta, Georgia at the State Farm Arena. And we had a private room, private suites. It was a vibe, it was an experience, because the spirit, the presence of God was here, man. We've had people speaking and adding value all day, which has been amazing. But one of the highlights for me was Jessica. You know, she's one of our team members, you know what I'm saying? And she's our keynote writing coach for our elite members. She just had a baby. So to see her take the stage and do her thing, man, was so amazing and refreshing. And then, man, check this out. We had this thing called like an afterglow, where people began to kind of talk about how they feeling, their thoughts, their emotions. And we got to meet some amazing people, man. And one person in particular, Gigi, man, she was just like, she spent her last. She had to sleep in a hotel, you know what I'm saying? Like, she came to Atlanta with like nothing else. Like, it was a lot, and she was just hoping that she can meet me. She came to one of our previous conferences, and I never got to connect with her. And she, you know, she like people tell me often, like, yo, you changed my life. And it feels weird to hear it, but to see her and to see her share her testimony of abuse and molestation and in and out of group homes and homelessness and just pain and despair, and then to finally get to meet me, man, and I was honored to meet her. I'm a fan of hers, right? Because she's a fighter. She ain't quit, she ain't surrender. She still made an investment when she ain't really got much to come to a place like this. I'm like, the least I can do is hug you. The least I can do is embrace you. And we just swap numbers. Now I'm in her life. Now don't play with it, I'm in her life, because that's what God told me to do, and this is God's work. So look, this is just day one. I don't know what, actually I do know what's in store on the day two. We're gonna go to the next level. Check it out next week, let's go.